Hi everyone. So as I've been talking for the past day or so about my dreams that I've had, in fact I think it's just been today, but still, since I've been talking a lot about my dreams recently, I thought I would talk about a dream that I've just remembered. I think it was last night, but I can't remember. But it was a part of a dream that I had within the last few days, and it was where I was at the Essex Cardrome, which is where I learn to drive sometimes. I haven't been there for a few months now, but I think it's closed. I'm not sure, but I was there, and I was sort of on this corner area, which is sort of like the back part of the area where it's sort of like the road that sort of loops around, and then in the middle of that loop is sort of like a hill start, like the bumps and stuff, like the where your hills start, and on that little corner area that sort of loops around the entire that place. I think it was that corner. I was sort of walking down there. I saw some wheel trims. I think it was a Ford Fiesta one with a million spokes, and I sort of picked it up, and it was just a piece of one. And then I saw like a clip of one. I'm like, oh yes, oh, and then a ring, and then and whatever. I can't remember now, but and then I was sort of in this ditch, and I was just walking down, and I saw these wheel trims like centre caps. So I kept picking them up, and there was so many, and there was so many like the black van centre caps that are about the size of maybe that big. Now that may be that big, I'm not sure. And I was finding loads of those ones. And there was people from my old school. There was two people from my old school, I think. There was one in particular. I remember his name. Begins with a W. I'm not going to say his name though for obvious reasons. But I think he actually watches my YouTube channel as well. So if you're watching this, hi. Anyway, so he was there, and he was sort of pointing out the wheel trims that he was seeing. And it was like a few, maybe like 10, 20 feet from yards down the road. And I was sort of I was still in the ditch area and stuff, sort of looking around, and I was seeing like wheel trims everywhere. And there was like a tree that was at the bottom of this ditch where it sort of slopes down, and there's like then there's like a sudden like the road's on top of here, then there's the ditch that sort of goes across here, I think it is, sort of down maybe like 5-6 feet, and then it sort of and then there's like a sudden almost vertical slope like that. That's sort of dirt, and then there's like a tree line or a fence or both, maybe, I'm not sure. That's what I went across at the top, and there was some wheel trims. There was this tree that had it was sort of like an average sized tree, and the tree stump was sort of at the end, and there was like this one side of it which was sort of bordering the sort of almost vertical dirt sort of drop area, and there was a bunch of like 5 or 6 wheel trims. But the person that I was with doesn't still someone else with them as well, and his name begins with an M, and he was making paper wheel trims and putting them to the side in the actual hidden find area. But for some reason they were sort of turning into wheel trims at the same time of actually not being wheel trims at the same time. It's hard to explain, but they were sort of basically paper wheel trims, but while at the same time being normal wheel trims. That was really strange to sort of think about, but. And there was then there was these centre caps, something like van centre caps that were down this embankment area. I was just finding them all the time. I was just picking them up. Like I must have found like 10 or 15 of them, and that's part of the dream I can remember. And that just kind of came to me. So I think that must have been last night, but it might have been. It's definitely been in the past 2 or 3 days. So yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then that's great. And yeah. Hope you liked me rambling on about everything, and yeah, anyway, bye guys.